It's time for Evanston Sports Live on MyLocalRadio.com and on the radio at KNYN 99.1 FM. Red Devil Sports are brought to you by Rocky Mountain Power, Ready, Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, Uinta County School District No. 1, Bear River Dental, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Western Wyoming Community College Evanston Campus, and Uinta BOCES No. 1, Mountain West Business Solutions, Evanston Regional Hospital, Cache Valley Visitors Bureau, Dr. McKay Frankham, the Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, Westar Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, Freeway Tire, Hoover Chiropractic, the Come On in Casper, and T7 Propane. Now let's head to the booth with the voice of the Evanston Red Devils, Elan Olliff.
Good evening from Idaho Falls High School. It's the 2025 Idaho Holiday, East Idaho Holiday Shootout happening here in Idaho Falls. We were at Bonneville earlier to watch the girls get a 2-point win over Snake River, Idaho, and now the boys, after their win against Idaho Falls last night, into the semifinal of the Marine bracket, as they will take on the Teton Timberwolves. The winner of this game will play in the bracket championship tomorrow at Bonneville High School at 1:30 against either Bonneville or Layton Christian Academy out of Utah. The loser will play the loser of that game at 10:30 at Bonneville as well. So we have an update for you for the girls' game tomorrow. We'll give it to you right after this. It's our pregame show brought to you by Cazin's Ace and Furniture. Remember, Ace is placed with helpful hardware, folks, on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on MyLocalRadio.com and KNYN.
Do something good for yourself. Give your home a new look. At Cazin's Furniture in Evanston, their friendly staff will help you make your home a peaceful and beautiful place to be. Comfortable furniture, appliances, artwork, lighting, and accessories work together to create an enjoyable and inviting atmosphere in your home. Make your living and sleeping space a wonderful place to be with brands like Serta, Ashley, GE, and more. Visit Cazin's Furniture, 941 Front Street, Evanston.
Healthy teeth and gums affect your overall health, including the mental image you have of yourself. That's just one reason that good dental care and hygiene habits should begin at a young age. Healthy teeth mean fewer sick days from school and higher self-esteem. We all want our children to be successful. Teaching them healthy dental habits at a young age with regular cleanings and dental checks is part of the answer. Dr. McKay Frankham serves patients of all ages. Call today and schedule dental appointments for your family. Dr. McKay Frankham, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uinta County School District No. 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uinta County School District No. 1, Pathway to Excellence.
We know you can accomplish your goals. That's why we specialize in the tools you need to be successful. When it comes to safety, parts, accessories, and tools, you've got a professional on your team at Callis Automotive. Reach your goals with the right parts the first time with Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
Texting and driving. Texting and driving? Everyone knows there really is no and. You're either texting or you're driving. In other words, if you're typing or reading anything while you're behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. That's why law enforcement around the state is cracking down on distracted driving. Hey, Wyoming, let's put an end to texting and driving because we all know better. There is no and. This message was paid for by WYDOT.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
And we welcome you back to Idaho Falls High School for today's matchup between the Evanston Red Devils and the Teton Timberwolves in the semifinals of the Marine bracket. The winner of this game will play the winner of Layton Christian and Bonneville, which is taking place at Bonneville High School as we speak. They will play that championship game at 1:30 at Bonneville High School. The loser of this game will take on the loser of that Layton Christian Bonneville game and play at 10:30 a.m. at Bonneville. So that is what is at stake for each and every one of these teams here in the Final Four of the Marine bracket. So for the girls, though, with their 30-28 win over Snake River, they will play at 9 a.m. at a place undetermined right now. They don't know where that game is going to take place yet, but they will play the Teton Timberwolves at 9 a.m. As soon as we find out where that game is going to be, we will let you know. If the boys win, they will play at 1:30. The girls play at 9, so it doesn't create a scheduling issue. If the boys lose and play in that third place game, because last time we went with the boys during a scheduling issue, we will have to go with the girls, and we will bring you the girls' game. So no matter what, the girls' game will be broadcast tomorrow. If Evanston wins and is playing in a bracket championship, the boys will be broadcast tomorrow. So that's the situation. So Evanston girls, we will have them because of last time we were in a conflict. We went with the boys, so it's only fair we go with the girls this time. Now we will see what happens tonight against the boys for this semifinal matchup against Teton. If Evanston wins, then we will be able to have both games on the air as the time conflict is taken care of, and that will not be a time conflict considering the girls would play at 9 a.m. and the boys would play at 1:30. Evanston takes on this Teton team. Teton, by the way, they come in pretty impressive win over Wood River last night in the game right before Evanston took to the field. Teton, of course, out of Driggs, Idaho. That is the school that is kind of an unofficial rival of the Jackson Bronx. They come in with a 5-2 record, beating Marsh Valley 52-50, Bear Lake 66-39. That is a similar opponent between the Red Devils and the Bear Lake Bears. Evanston went and beat Bear Lake. Well, let's actually kind of look that up and see how that turned out. But Evanston beat them on the opening night of the Flaming Gorge Classic. So let's see how that lines up. Evanston beat Bear Lake 64-29, and Teton beat Bear Lake 66-39. So pretty comparable scores there. Their only losses come to Snake River and American Falls, 39-32 against American Falls, and a 53-44 win over Snake River. They beat Jackson Hole 48-43 right before Christmas break, and last night beat Wood River 60-30. Evanston, with their 3 losses, they are all minimal games. They lost to East 67-64 at the first tournament of the season, lost to Central 48-44 over in Riverton, and lost in overtime to Uinta 68-63. They beat Pinedale 62-37, beat Idaho Falls last night 78-56. Evanston led by the number 1 scorer in the West, Mr. Riker Lind, but last night it was the leading assist man in the West, Jordan Mendez, who went off for 21 points to get the Red Devils to that big victory. Looking at the stats right here, going into this one, Evanston averaging 61.3 points per game, Teton averaging just under 50 points per game. So it will be very, very interesting to see how that one plays out. Only one common opponent. Again, it is Bear Lake, both of them with wins. So it should be a lot of fun. So Evanston versus Teton should be a great game. We're going to go ahead and step aside. When we come back, we'll get you set with more of our pregame show as we transition to our pregame coaches show, brought to you by Ellingford Brothers. On a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Friends don't let friends drink bad coffee. Come visit For Pete's Sake for fresh-made coffee, an amazing menu of home-cooked meals, and great company. Visit For Pete's Sake on the corner of 9th and Main, downtown Evanston.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Let's stop into Mountain West Business Solutions to see what Randy and the team are up to today. Randy is printing out testimonials from satisfied customers. Let's see what some of them say.
Bar none, the best customer service in the industry.
Mountain West has been perfect for our business needs.
We simply could not survive as a business without Mountain West Business Solutions.
For all your equipment, printing, and software solution needs, Mountain West Business Solutions. 866-583-9925.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7 services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane for all your propane needs.
Welcome back to the
What is you into Bosie's number one?
The Cazin's Ace and Furniture pregame show. We now move into our Ellingford Brothers pregame coaches show. Brought to you by Ellingford Brothers, 307-789-1515 for all your sand, cement, and gravel needs in Evanston. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll hear from Coach Rob Watzbaugh right after that big win over Idaho Falls. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
What is you into Bosie's number one? It's your community college to pursue your degree or certificate. It's high school equivalency. It's CPR and other workforce training. It's cooking and computer classes. It's 3D printers, vinyl cutters, and other free tools. We're many different things to many different people, meeting the education needs of the place we call home. So what is you into Bosie's number one? That's for you to decide. Come see us today and let us help you make your educational dreams come true.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hard-working staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Water testing, water development, community enhancement grants, and seedling trees, education programs, and specialty workshops helping to preserve agriculture and natural resources in Uintah County. Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve you. Visit our website today at uintahcountycd.com.
We know you're on the go, and that's why having the right financial partner is so important. At Trona Valley, we're here to make banking easy for you. Whether you prefer banking online or in person, we've got you covered. Manage your money anytime, anywhere with our digital banking services. Check balances, transfer funds, or pay bills. We also offer youth loans, scholarships, and so much more. Whatever your financial needs, our knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you. Visit us online at tronavalley.com or stop by to see us. Trona Valley, member NCUA.
When was the last time you got to stay at a hotel that had an indoor waterfall and a fish pond? Or a hotel with a swimming pool, a baby pool, and 5 hot tubs? At the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming, you'll get all of this, plus an amazing complimentary breakfast. You can even reserve a suite with a private jacuzzi for 2. The rates are so affordable that every time you're in Casper, you and the whole family can stay without breaking the bank. The best hotel in Casper is the Come On In and Suites. Make your reservations today and come on in.
When you need a plumber, call the one you can count on. Brad Kopp with Panda Plumbing. Fast quality, reliable service at competitive prices. When you need a plumber, call Panda Plumbing. I'm the plumber you can count on. Panda Plumbing, 307-258-1450.
Let's go ahead and welcome into the broadcast booth Coach Rob Wattsbaugh. Coach, come in here. You play one of the big schools here in Idaho, and it just seems like you guys continue to kind of dictate the pace and play your game. There was a moment there where you were kind of caught up in their pace, but in the end, you guys kind of had control of this thing most of the way.
Yeah, before the game started, we wanted to talk about what do we allow within our basketball game and our culture, and when we dictate what they do and what we do offensively, defensively, vice versa, good things can happen for us. And I thought we did a pretty good job of that. We started to get away from it because of the way the pace of the game was going. And but we just got to understand that's not us. We have a different brand of basketball. We got to play our brand. And if we do that, good things will happen. And our kids believe that and they know that. And that's because that's how we practice. That's how we need to play.
Don Cogger was texting me during the game, and he made a comment that the transition game tonight was unreal. Can you talk about that for a second?
Yeah, our transition, a lot of it was from them pressing us. And I think I would like a lot of teams to press us because we're quick. We keep our heads up. We see the floor. We see the next pass. We just want to get down and break that press. And, there has been some presses that give us fits, but overall, we did a good job there. And then in transition, seeing the floor, getting the ball up easy and taking wide open layups. Those are shots we'll take early as wide open layups, and anytime as well.
I think a lot of teams in the West specifically were watching this game because they knew that you probably would see a press, and they wanted, because we haven't seen a lot of press before tonight. They wanted to see if that was something that could give you fits, but you guys just handled it well here. I got to ask you, Riker Pace putting up a 3-ball. How was that something that was signed off on, or?
Well, and I talked to the team. If you see a couple go in, there's some. I'm okay with him shooting because we get to practice that with him, and he's been around enough that he's got a solid shot. There's others that might not be on that shooting list, and we'll keep those names confidential for now.
Of course. All right, you guys you guys come to this tournament, and this is a great tournament. A lot of really good teams here. You're going to play Teton tomorrow in the semifinals. A chance to first year come here and win the bracket, maybe bring home some hardware. What would that to get to the semifinal matchup and to maybe go deep in this tournament? What does that do for you guys specifically, since this is the preseason for you guys, unlike most of the teams that are here that are playing in the regular season?
Yeah, it's big for us to be able to come and play in a tournament type style, and you put yourself in position to say, hey, where can we finish? We got to finish 4th or better, like the regional tournament.
Yeah.
Just kind of have a little bit of that mindset and knowing, there's a little bit of pressure tomorrow. That puts us in the championship, and that's where we want to be. We just got to come out, execute, learn again, just get better tomorrow, and play Red Devil basketball.
One thing that we're seeing that we haven't seen as much in the past is usually the starts have been slower for this team in the past. This year we're seeing hot starts where you guys are blowing out teams in the first quarter and then the game kind of settles in. What do you attribute that change to a little bit?
Well, we have to, dominate from the beginning. We have to send our message. What are we about, and what do we allow offensively? What things that we're looking for, and then defensively, we've got to dictate the ball. And it's not allowed to go some places.
Yeah.
And so that's been helpful, and we know that we got to get a quick start to things to set the tone, and that's kind of been a big thing, is just setting the tone for the rest of the game and letting them know, hey, we can play fast, we can play slow and execute. We can press if we need, whatever. We're here to play and do whatever it takes to get that dub.
That's Coach Rob Watsabaugh, head coach for Evanston Red Devil basketball. Coach, thank you so much for the time. Congratulations on another great win. Good luck tomorrow night. Anything else before we wrap it up?
No, appreciate it. Good luck to everyone. Happy New Year. Thanks for everyone watching back home. Go Red Devils.
Big thank you to Coach Rob Watsabaugh for joining us on our Ellingford Brothers pregame coaches show, brought to you by Ellingford Brothers, 307-789-1515 for all your sand, cement, and gravel needs. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have our keys to the game, brought to you by Cowboy State Realty on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com, KNYN, and the My Local Radio Sports Network. Before we go to break, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Life is better in the country. KNYN, Fort Bridger, Evanston, Woodruff, 99.1, the country you want to be in.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication, including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Using the old-fashioned country tradition of barn building, Martin Sheds uses the time-honored construction techniques handed down from generation to generation. For quality, care, and attention to detail, contact Martin Sheds at 307-679-8187 to get a quote today.
Engines and transmissions and engines.
Making your car run better is Brett's Red Mountain Automotive's specialty. Brett and his crew can do a full engine replacement or repair, brakes, AC work, and more. Visit Brett's Red Mountain today across from the cemetery in Evanston.
Engines and transmissions and engines. When you're starting a project, you want to make sure you have all the tools and equipment you may need. From screwdrivers to angle grinders, Norco has the tool solution for you. Norco, 95 Independence Drive in Evanston, serving you better.
There are 3 things you can always be sure of when you get your tires from Freeway Tire in Evanston. First, they offer a price match guarantee on any published price. Second, whether you're driving across the state for a sporting event or you're just driving around town, you can feel confident knowing that you have top quality tires that have been installed by tire experts. And third, you're always appreciated by the owners and staff at Freeway Tire. It's reflected in the friendly service you receive every time you visit. Freeway Tire, quality tires and great service. Stop in today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Sell or buy your home with a realtor you can trust. At Cowboy State Realty, we are dedicated to helping you with all your real estate needs. At Cowboy State Realty, we are working for you. Call us at 307-200-4332 to schedule an appointment today.
And we welcome you back to Idaho Falls High School as the previous game before Evanston just wrapped up. So they put 15 minutes on the clock for warm-up. Last night it was 10 minutes, but tonight it's going to be 15. That's okay. We've got more interviews. Another conversation that we had with Coach Rob Watsabaugh before the tournament here with some questions that we got to talk about that we haven't covered yet. So we'll have that in just a minute. But first, let's go ahead and go to our Cowboy State Realty keys to the game. Brought to you by our friends at Cowboy State Realty. Key number one for the Red Devils, steady goes it. So what we mean by steady goes it is the Red Devils have had a very, very good season, especially in that first quarter. I can only think of one game off the top of my head, and that's the Cheyenne Central game, where the Red Devils did not outscore their opponents big time in the first quarter. Now it's going to be about learning how to sustain that momentum, sustain that pressure, sustain that intensity throughout the other three quarters, as that's going to definitely be some of the keys here. And if you notice, these keys to the game really aren't about winning the game tonight. As awesome as this tournament is, as great as it is to be playing in a semifinal, this is still the preseason for Evanston, and it's all about getting better and being ready for that 4A West season starting in just under 2 weeks from tonight, as they'll take on Rock Springs live at Red Devil Gymnasium. And everything that you have seen is pointing in the direction that Evanston is taking this preseason the way that they are meant to, which is continuing to get better every time, learning what kind of team they are, and is showing that off. And yes, they get to show it off in front of different eyes, in front of different teams, and they get to play different teams that they haven't before. They get to try some things. So that is one of those things that kind of leads us into our second key to the game, and that is keep the perspective. We talked about it yesterday. This is fun. It is fun to be playing in a semifinal. It is fun to be playing for a trophy, but the perspective is the goal at the end of the season, and that is winning the West, making a run deep at state, maybe even playing in a state championship game, and maybe even winning a state title. There are some lofty goals for this team, but keeping it all in perspective tonight is going to be key to continuing to grow. Yes, if you're having a great game, celebrate it, have fun, but also remember what the purpose of these specific games are this early in the season. That is your Cowboy State Realty keys to the game. We're going to go ahead and play you a little bit more of our interview with Coach Rob Watsabaugh, presented by Ellingford Brothers.
Welcome to another edition of the Ellingford Brothers Pregame Coaches Show, here with Evanston Red Devil Boys basketball coach Rob Watsabaugh. Usually we're going to the James Johnson Classic over in Cheyenne, or we're talking about going there after the winter break. What spurred the change to go to the East Idaho Holiday Classic over in Idaho Falls this year?
There's a couple of factors. Number one, I-80 in our lovely Wyoming weather can be a little difficult sometimes. And then just, seeing some different teams. We've already played Cheyenne East and Central, and we could go back, and I don't know what the schedule would have been if we go over there. But just different competition. We found it. Our schedule was open, and it ended up working out. Like I said, it's a week earlier, but other than that, a little bit closer to home. We don't have to travel I-80, don't have to go over any passes, which is nice. And hopefully the weather holds and we can make it there. I probably shouldn't jinx ourselves here, but that's saying that we can get there. But just different competition, a little bit closer to home, and just ended up working out.
Coach, you mentioned it. After this tournament, you guys are going to have a whole week off, and then you guys jump into the second part of the season, which is the conference season. Are you guys looking at this as kind of like obviously it is a preseason finale, but are you really looking at it, since you do have that time, as a time to kind of be really kind of critical about some of those things you want to work on, and have that idea of what you want to work on when you come back for that straight week after this trip to Idaho Falls?
Yeah, definitely. There's, some things that we need to improve upon with our first 6 games. So hopefully we can, make some progress on that this weekend in our games. And then, I think just competing against some good schools that we'll see, and then that'll hopefully, kickstart us right into a good week of practice of, adding some new things, and whether that's offense, defense. So, a little bit tougher to scout us, and just just working on, getting better. And I'm sure that you guys get sick of me saying this, and so do the kids, but just get better each day, get better each game, and be a dynamic team with what we have. And I think our kids are playing well together, and just continue to build that cohesion of being a great teammate and doing the things that we need to do to be successful.
What do you feel like is a step that you're going to be looking for the boys to take to be better in this tournament this weekend?
If you're just looking at our numbers and kind of some of our goals and where we need to be, our rebounding has to get a little bit better. For sure, we're about even on the boards right now. We need to be plus in that category. Flowing into our offense, not just setting up and calling something, but if we don't have it in transition, boom, we get right to whatever our point guard calls, whatever we call, just that flow, offensively. And, lastly, defense, we, want to still stay strong at where we're at. I think we're doing a pretty good job defensively, minus the Cheyenne East game and the Uinta game, we kind of gave up too many points there, but just being solid on defense, helping more. We've talked about our layers of defense. There's 4 layers, and then we're scrambling, and then we're back to the first layer if it gets broken, and just continually working, as an individual and as a team to really hold teams and stifle them offensively.
Welcome back to Idaho Falls High School. Big thank you to Rob Watsabaugh for joining us on the Ellingford Brothers pregame coaches show, brought to you by Ellingford Brothers. Again, 307-789-1515 for all your sand, cement, and gravel needs. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have tip-off, starting lineups, team intro, get you set for the semifinal of the Marine bracket here at the 2025 East Idaho Holiday Shootout. Live on mylocalradio.com, on the radio at KNYN, all part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Get a degree or certification, earn your high school GED, get job skills, become CPR certified, or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uinta BOCES number 1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
Whenever you're in Evanston, Wyoming, the absolute best place to stay is the Best Western Dunmar Inn, with a wonderful on-site restaurant that offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a friendly staff ready and available to handle all your needs. The Best Western Dunmar Inn is a ground-level hotel with parking right at your front door. Rooms are convenient, comfortable, clean, and offer a great value for each guest. When you're in Evanston, stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
You love country hits from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and up to today. K9 is for you. From classic legends to modern stars. Tune in now at KNYN 99.1 FM or stream live at mylocalradio.com. K9, the big dog in country.
Hey, it's Hunter here with Les Schwab. Just want to let you know we have America's Best Tire Warranty. It's now available at all Les Schwab Tire Centers. It includes our no-hassle road hazard protection, free tire maintenance, and a 60-day ride satisfaction guarantee included for free. Come visit us at Les Schwab Tire Centers today at 157 Bear River Drive in Evanston.
Helpful, friendly, and knowledgeable, the staff at Cazin's Ace Hardware is ready to assist with any home improvement project. Cazin's Ace Hardware, the helpful place, has expanded their store and inventory to meet your every need. Next time you're updating, painting, or maintaining your home, or you're in need of small engine repair on your lawnmower, chainsaw, or snowblower, visit Cazin's Ace Hardware at 800 Front Street in Evanston.
Breaking news, we just found out that the girls will be playing against Teton tomorrow at Rigby High School at 9 a.m. So that does, if the boys lose this semifinal in the third place game, that does create that time crunch that we were talking about. And as we've mentioned all week, last time we had a time conflict, we went with the boys This week, we've mentioned if we have a time conflict, we will go with the girls, because if the boys do play in the third place game, they will be playing at Bonneville High School at 10:30 a.m., and the girls will be playing at Rigby High School. They're about 20 minutes apart from each other at 9 a.m., and we would not have time to tear down the equipment, get over to Bonneville, set up in time. So the most straightforward situation is if the boys win, they play at 1:30, and we will definitely have that championship game for you. But if they lose, unfortunately, we will not be able to carry the boys game tomorrow, and we will see you guys on a week from this coming Thursday at Red Devil Gymnasium to kick off the regular season. So that is the situation. If boys win, we will have 2 games on the air. If boys lose tonight, we will have just the girls game on the air. Let's go ahead and introduce you to your 2024 Evanston Red Devils, brought to you by our friends at Les Schwab Tires.
Jordan Mendez, senior guard. Jay Hill, senior guard. Brooke Sorrell, senior guard. Riker Lind, senior forward.
Riker Pace, senior forward.
Ray Friedrich, junior guard.
Brandon Blackwell, junior forward.
Paul Baxter, senior forward.
Clay Cook, senior center. Dominic Stewart, junior power forward. Brenner Lim, senior guard.
That's your 2024 Evanston Red Devils, brought to you by Les Schwab Tires. Let's also go ahead and introduce you to the Teton Timberwolves. Number 0, Burke Nelson. Number 1, Luke Nelson. Number 2, Isaac Thomas. Number 3, Bradley Brown. Number 5, Bridger Hawkins. Number 11, Cannon Kuntz. Number 12, Eli Grant. Number 13, Andrew Thomas. Number 15, Drew Moss. Number 23, Jake Street. And number 35, Devin Gutke. Less than 3 minutes separating us from the start. Evanston in their red uniforms and Teton in their home whites. Teton, of course, from not Rigby, Idaho, apologies. Teton is out of Driggs, Idaho. They played Jackson earlier in the season and beat them. So, and both these teams have beaten Bear Lake. So this kind of gives you an idea. It's a little bit, I guess you could say, a litmus test to kind of see what Jackson may have for Evanston later on. Of course, Evanston in the quadrant with Jackson, Star Valley, and Riverton. They'll also get 2 games against Green River as well. So with Cody moving down to 3A and and then Kelly Walsh and Natrona both moving permanently for the next couple of years to the 4A West, kind of makes things interesting because now the other quadrant is Green River, Rock Springs, and the 2 Casper schools. So we'll see what happens here as Evanston gets ready to take on Teton. Of course, they're opening up the conference season against Rock Springs a week from this coming Thursday. Girls at 6, boys at 7:30. We're opening up the greatest court in the land, Red Devil Gymnasium, for a matchup with the team from Sweetwater County. Evanston on the left side of the scorer's table and Teton on the right side of the scorer's table as we are ready to get started. And yes, this is a preseason tournament, but it kind of feels a little bit like a playoff game as well. It's a semifinal. Again, it's fun to be playing in a semifinal at this tournament. Great teams. Let's see what awaits us tonight.
By winning or losing, accept the results of the game.
Red Devils, the designated road team in the red uniforms. Teton, white uniforms with maroon numerals.
The starting
lineup presented by Les Schwab Tires. We'll start with the Evanston Red Devils. Number 4, senior Jordan Mendez. Number 10, senior Riker Lind. Number 13, senior Jay Hill. Number 14, senior Clayton Cook. And number 21, senior Brenner Lim. as it seems like Coach Rob Watson knows his starting lineup. As now we go to the Teton Timberwolves. Number 0, Burke Nelson. Number 1, Luke Nelson. Number 2, Isaac Thomas. Number 3, Bradley Brown. Number 23, Jake Streitz.
It's the Red Devils.
Red Devils and Timberwolves. Evanston on the left side of the center line, and the Timberwolves on the right. Listen to this. That's the Evanston fans.
Teton Timberwolves, make some noise.
And there's Teton, pretty split down the middle. Should be a fun building to be in on a Friday night. Clayton Cook versus Bradley Brown for the tip-off. Teton on the right, going to the left. Evanston on the left, going to the right. And tip-off won by Evanston. Jay Hill hands off to Mendez, goes towards the left side, and the Red Devils looking to strike first. Lim on the center, goes over to Jay Hill, and now he gets it out to Lim straight away. Left side, Mendez. Now back over to Cook, takes one dribble, out to Mendez. Far corner three, that one off the mark. Rebound brought in by Cook. Gets it back out. No, it's intercepted by the Timberwolves, taking it the other way. Is Bradley Brown with the first bucket of the night. 2-0 Teton on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, as there's a foul called on Bradley Brown on the other end, his first one and the first one of the game. Inbound play on the near side coming from Jay Hill. Gets it over to Mendez on the right corner, bounces it inside to Cook, kicks it out to Lim. Left side three, yep! Brenner Lim with the three-point shot, and the Red Devils regain the lead 3-2 on the 3-2 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Timberwolves now with Luke Nelson on the left side, covered by Jordan Mendez. Pokes the ball freely for a second, now bounces out to Burke Nelson. Drives towards the right side, straight. On the right side, covered by Lim. Over to Bradley Brown, covered by Clayton Cook. Tries to spin move on the near block. Dribbles on the baseline, and the Red Devils get it back.
Timberwolves possession to the Red Devils. Timeout, stack shoot.
Riker Lind will trigger the inbound play. To Brenner Lim. Red Devils by 1 here. 6:38 and counting left in the first quarter. Lim goes towards the right side, now kicks it out to Cook at the top, bounce back inside to Lind, tries to bounce out to Lim, he has to chase it down nearly to the 10-second line to get it back. Lim flicks it back out to Mendez, finds Cook on the left side, Mendez on the left wing, thought about a three, instead drops the ball, picked up by Lim, who's in the right place at the right time. Lim dribbles the ball and loses it, and it is deflected out by Teton's Isaac Thomas.
Possession stays with Evanston.
Mendez on the near side, lobs up top to Cook. Bounces it out to Mendez. Left wing three. Yes! Jordan Mendez picking up right where he left off, and it's 6-2 Red Devils on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Burke Nelson in between the circles, feeds straight on the left side. Hands off to Isaac Thomas, covered by Lynn. Now he'll switch off to Hill. Straight, now along the baseline on the near side. Trying to figure out where to go. Lets Jay Hill touch the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Tough defense from Jay Hill. And the Red Devils lead by 4, 6-2 on the T7 Propane board. Inbound play coming up for Luke Nelson. Covered by Mendez. And Mendez deflects that pass right into the arms of Jay Hill, and he is fouled by Street. Strikes.
Reaching foul called on Jake
First First foul on Strite, and it's the second one on the Timberwolves. Red Devils will get an inbound play from Jay Hill to go to Brenner Lim, who goes across the line. Left-hand dribble, kicks it out to Lind, goes Hill on the right wing. Mendez open, straight away, three, and that one's off the back iron, pulled in by Luke Nelson for Teton. Gets it out towards the left side, Isaac Thomas now dribbling along, it's Brown, goes for the layup and one.
Bradley Brown taking a stride to the basket. The basket counts, fouled on the play by Riker Lynn, his first.
And a chance to make it a 1-point game for
Brown for the three-point play.
Shot is up, and it is in and out. Pulled in by Lind, who boxes out and gets it from the crowd. Mendez on the left side goes to Hill, who gets a screen from Lind. Drives towards the right. Now he's got the double team. Out to Lind. Deep three ball left side. Off of the base iron. Pulled in by Mendez. Gets it back out to Lind. Take two straightaway three. Rolls in and out. Rebound brought in by Cook. And he's fouled on the ground. Third one against the Timberwolves. It's going to be against Bradley Brown, his second. And checking in will be Cannon Coombs, as Brown will have to take a breather. Mendez to inbound it. Bounces it out for Clayton Cook, but it's ripped away by the Timberwolves. Luke Nelson goes across the center line, tries a spin move, kicks it out, right side three, Strite is off the mark, misses the iron, and pulled in by Jay Hill for Evanston. Red Devils in transition, get it over to Lind on the right side with 4.5 left in the first. Mendez into the near block, puts a layup up, it tickles it in. Mendez makes it 8-4 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. And now Timberwolves trying to figure out where their best opportunity lies. Luke Nelson on the right wing, covered by Jordan Mendez, has a screen set by Strites. Pass inside the lane, looking for Strite, and he's fouled again by Clayton Cook. Second one on the Red Devils as they lead at 8-4 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. First personal against Clayton. Here comes Brooks Searle and Riker Pace for Clayton Cook and Brenner Lim. Mendez, Lind, Pace, Hill, and Searle on the court for the Red Devils. Nelson on the right side, dribbles it back out to Kuntz. Goes towards the right wing, now cross-court pass over to Thomas. Near side three, good. So Isaac Thomas with a big three ball, and the Red Devils lead by one. Right side, Mendez. Gets it over to Searle on the left wing, back over to Mendez, and that's going to be an off-ball foul on Kuntz. Ran into Hill and knocked him to the ground, incidentally, of course. And Jay Hill thought he was taking the inbound play over by the Teton bench, but instead they handed off to Searle on the near sideline. Lob pass to Lind, goes back to Searle. Open Hill, drives into the lane. They're going to call an offensive foul on Hill as he kind of threw a shoulder into Coombs. And that is the third foul on Evanston, first one on Jay. .332 left in the first quarter in a game that you get the feeling this just might be the beginning. Bounce pass outside to Coons on the right wing. Dribbles across the center line. Coons with the in-between the legs dribble. Now flicks this one over to Thomas in between the circles. Drives towards the right side. Loses the defender. Right side three. In and out of the rim. Pulled in on the fingertips of Jordan Mendez. He takes it one end to the other. Tries to go around the defense on the layup, but misses it. Leaves it short. Pulled in by Coons. And a foul! Listen to this crowd.
Reach-in foul called on Jordan Mendez.
Reach-in foul called on Mendez. First one on him and the fourth one on the Red Devils. They lead by 1 as Luke Nelson will inbound. These two teams, according to Max Preps, have never played before, but you would think that there is history between the two teams, the way they are going back and forth and pushing each other. It is a basketball fan. If you are a neutral basketball fan, you're having a blast watching this game. If you are a fan of any of these teams, it is anxiety-inducing. Strike puts up a 3-ball from the right side, left short. Rebound by Mendez. Gets it out to Searle. Now finds Hill at the top, drives into the lane, puts the layup up, and it goes out of bounds off of Strike, who goes up with Hill, puts his hand on top of the ball to keep Evanston from shooting. Mendez to inbound it under the Teton hoop. Gets it over to Searle on the left side. Hill flicks it back out to Lind. Finds Mendez, deep left side 3, off the front iron. Rebound brought in by Lind, and he'll finish it off. Red Devils now lead it by 3. 10-7 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Right side, it's Strite. Now goes over to Thomas, who goes for the layup. That's Luke Thomas. Trying for the layup to 2, and it's in. Luke Nelson, excuse me. And it's a 1-point game again. Mendez on the left side, drives the near block, puts the layup up, and draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
Jordan Mendez taking it hard in the basket. Foul on the play by Luke Nelson, his first. Jordan Mendez from the line, shooting 2.
In and out. On the first one from Mendez, Hill will come off, so too does Riker Pace. It's Lim and Cook back onto the court. Chance for Mendez to hit the second free throw and make this a 2-point lead, and he'll do that. 11-9 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Here comes Cannon Kuntz for the Teton Timberwolves, poked away by Lim over the timeline. Gets it over towards the left side to Hawkins, who's checked into the game. Burt Nelson at the top, flicks this one out to Kuntz. Left side 3, and good! Kuntz with his first 3-ball of the game, and Teton regained the lead for the first time since the very beginning. 1:25 left in the first quarter. Lim gets this one over to Cook, back over to Lim in the near corner. Jump shot from the elbow off the front iron, pulled in by Kuntz. Teton with 1:13 left in the game, 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Kuntz wants Luke Nelson to come forward, passes it to Nelson, jumper from the far elbow, falls through. Teton leads 14-11 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Red Devils have hit a little bit of a drought, but they can get back on track. Searle takes it in, draws the foul from the near side of the key around the block, and he'll shoot 2.
Foul on the play by Luke Nelson, his second. Brooks Searle the line, shooting 2 for the Red Devils.
Searle to shoot now. Only the second Red Devil to make it to the free throw line. First one on the way, and that one's nothing but net.
Brooks goes to the first.
Searle makes it a 2-point game as Mendez and Lind check out. Hill and Riker Pace back in for the Red Devils. They'll join Lim, Cook, and Searle shooting the free throw. Second one on the way, good. Makes it a 1-point game. And now Teton with 46 seconds, so about 27 on the shot clock. Gets it over to Kuntz on the left side with the right hand dribble, and an offensive foul on Kuntz. Hill shoved into him, and it was Burke Nelson who made contact with Hill. He goes into Kuntz, and it's an offensive foul. Red Devils now in the bonus for the final 34 seconds, down by 1. Lim on the left side. And a travel by Lim. Defense by Bridger Hawkins on the far side causes problems. Lim takes an extra step. And with 26 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, Teton with a 1-point lead. Coons across the center line. Right-hand dribble covered by Hill. Retreat back towards the logo. Loses the basketball and over the far sideline. Red Devil basketball with 14 seconds left. Pace to inbound it for the Red Devils goes to Lim. He's immediately picked up by Hawkins. Gets it out towards the right side to Searle. 9 seconds left. Now flicks this one over to Hill on the left side. 6 seconds left. 5 seconds left. Hill goes to the ground, and he's called for a travel. With 2.9 seconds left, Teton gets it back. Full court shot at the buzzer from Coons, and that's going to end the first quarter. So, well, we got a good one. I think we knew it was going to be, and so far it's lived up to it. It's Teton 14, Evanston 13 on the T7 Propane scoreboard on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Garter's Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
Second quarter getting underway, and the ball will go to Teton. Well, 14-13 after the first. Evanston, 4 of 3 from the charity stripe. Teton, 0 for 1. It's Coons for the Timberwolves, goes to Brown, finds Nelson. On the right side, it's Thomas, covered by Mendez. Bad pass into the bench, Red Devil basketball. No one home to receive that pass, and the Red Devils take over.
For Teton, Luke Nelson.
Inbound to Lim. Goes across the center line, kicks it out to Hill on the right wing. And a whistle.
Kick possession stays with Evanston.
Looks like a kickball possession will stay with Evanston. Bounces it out to Mendez on the right side around the defender. Clayton Cook in defense. Puts it up and in as Clayton Cook gets on the board for the first time today, and the Red Devils gain the lead 14-15. Teton on the right side, it's Coons. Hands off to Bradley Brown. And now Nelson in between the circles. Drives towards the right elbow. Bounce pass inside the lane. Broken up by Lynn. Taken by Mendez. Here come the Red Devils again. Gets it over to Brenner Lim. Through the defense and on. On the layup for Brenner Lim. Red Devils now lead 17-14. Handoff on the right side to Coons. Gets a screen from Burke Nelson. Now pitches it out to Isaac Thomas. In between the circles, handoff left side, deep three, Brown. That one airballed out of bounds, and the Red Devils get it back. It is loud in this building. You would think that a home team was playing here tonight. Both teams have fans that travel extremely well, evidently. Red Devils up 17-14 here in the second quarter, have gone on a bit of the run to open up the latter part of the first half. Hill Drives towards the near block, puts on the brakes, kicks it out to Lynn. Now over to Mendez. Quickly, Lynn thought about a three, instead charges into the lane and draws the foul. Down on the ground, it's the first one on the Timberwolves this quarter, and the third foul on Luke Nelson already. Teton students building their own mini little student section off of the left baseline underneath the Teton hoop. Red Devils, inbound play, great feed to Riker Lynn, and he'll finish it off. Red Devils lead at 19-14 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Burke Nelson tries to charge in the lane, puts the layup up, no good, it spins in and out, pulled in by Lynn. Here goes Evanston again. Lynn all the way to the other end, gets it over to Lim at the top, finds Mendez, drives in the lane, spin move, kicks it out. Jay Hill, left corner three, that one off the base iron, pulled in by Burke Nelson for the Timberwolves. Temporarily loses the dribble, now pitches it back out to Thomas on the right wing. 5 minutes and 43 seconds left in the half. Gets it over to Nelson on the left wing. Now drives into the elbow. Tough defense from Mendez, and he fouls him on the ground. First foul against the Red Devils in quarter number 2.
Foul 4 called on Jordan Mendez.
And the second foul on Jordan Mendez. Here comes Cannon Kuntz, and as soon as Cannon Kuntz comes in, Brooke Searle going to come in to give Jordan Mendez a break. So it's Lim, Searle, Lind, Hill, and Cook. Inbound by Kuntz at the near post. Goes to Bradley Brown, goes into the lane, puts the shot up, and draws the foul. And now Bradley Brown will go to the free throw line for the second time today. He's 0 for 1, couldn't complete an old school three-point play as the second foul comes against Riker Lind and the second team foul against the Red Devils. Actually, no, they did not judge it in the act of shooting. I apologize. Kuntz with the inbound play. Gets it over to Brown on the right side. Gets it back to Kuntz in between the circles. Kuntz covered by Hill. Now goes to Nelson. Pass inside the near block to Thomas. And he puts the shot up, draws the foul, and he'll shoot two.
Isaac Thomas taking it up strong. Foul
First trip to the line for Isaac.
on the shot by
And the foul comes
his first
against Brenner Lim. First foul on the Red Devils, already 3. Our first foul on Lim, already 3 on the Red Devils. First one on the way from Thomas, and that one rolls, hits the glass, the front, stalls, and drops in. Red Devils up by 4. Thomas with the shot on the way, and he is good as well on that second shot. Red Devils by 3, 19-16 with 5:14 left in the half. Cook on the left side, goes Pace at the top. Pace trying to figure out where to go. The answer is Lim on the left side. Now back over to Hill. Thought about a straightaway. Instead goes Searle on the right side. Bounce pass inside the lane looking for Riker Pace, and he's fouled by Strite. Second foul against the Timberwolves.
Foul called on Jake Strite, his second.
And the second one against Strite. Hill to inbound it for the Red Devils. Lob pass up high to Lim on the left side. Goes towards the center. Still haven't put that foul on the scoreboard against Strite, as that'll go to Pace at the top. Lim, left side, 3-ball. That one off the front iron. Rebound is brought in by Burke Nelson. Gets it over quickly to Brown on the right side. Finds Nelson, kicks it out to Brown. Far corner 3. That one off the base iron. Rebound by Burke Nelson again. He puts the shot up off the front. Rebound brought in by Evanston's Brooke Searle. Lim in between the circles. Now shouting out instructions. 4 minutes, 19 seconds remaining here in the half. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Passes it over to Cook on the far block. Over to Hill on the right side. Trips, but gets the ball out in time before he gets called for a travel. Back over to Lim. Finds Cook on the left side. Spin move in the lane, and that one is left short. Rebound by Burke Nelson. He'll bring it across the center line, kick it out to Stride on the right side, covered by Pace. Now he'll pass over to Bradley Brown. His layup no good, and he's fouled. It's going to come against Clayton Cook. No, they called goaltending actually. Not a foul, they called goaltending. Red Devils still lead by 1. Over to Lim on the left side. Back over to Hill. Thought about a 3 instead. Goes straight in. Puts the layup through the defense and in. Jay Hill with his first one. Evanston girls team leading the defense chat with the boys on the bench. 3:22, right side 3, well short, right into the arms of Riker Pace. That shot launched by Luke Nelson. And now the Red Devils lead 21-18 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. And a foul called on the T-Wolves. It's going to be a push against Isaac Thomas. No, Bradley Brown it looks like. Oh no, they just haven't put it up there. So Isaac Thomas gets, or no, it is Bradley Brown, his third foul. Inbound play finds Clayton Cook, but it's ripped away. Burke Nelson takes it towards the right side, but he's taken back by Pace. Over to Searle, and he'll finish it off quickly. Brooks Searle now with the bucket, and the Red Devils lead 23-18. Left side jumper from Kuntz, off of the rack, pulled in by the Red Devils' Clayton Cook. Evanston up by 5. Gets it over to Lim at the top. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left in the half. No team has called a timeout yet. Cook holds the ball, handoff, straightaway 3. Searle, that one off the rim, pulled in by Isaac Thomas. Luke Nelson brings it forward, backs up against Jay Hill, sends it over to Thomas on the left wing, covered by Cook. Step back jumper in the elbow on the near side of the key, falls no good, and the Red Devils get it back. Lim looking to bounce pass around the defender, Brown, and he's called for a kicked ball. Red Devil basketball. Red Devils up 23-18 on the T7 Propane scoreboard.
Checking in for
timeout called by Teton. We'll take it as well. Red Devils lead it 23-18 on the T7 Propane scoreboard on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
The crew of Rocky Mountain Yeti have found themselves searching the wilderness for the elusive Yeti, traveling through the rugged terrain in one of their premium rides found at Rocky Mountain Yeti. Coming up to a clearing, the crew finally gets a glimpse at what they've been searching for, the great Yeti deal from Rocky Mountain Yeti. Visit today and see why legends are driven at 130 North 3rd Street, Evanston.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7 services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane, for all your propane needs.
Hill on the right side, goes Lim. Back over to Searle on the far end. Finds Riker Pace. Lim, right side 3. That one, oh, it was halfway in and fell out. Rebound, though, goes off of Nelson and out of bounds. Red Devil basketball. Burke Nelson couldn't control it, and Evanston gets it back. That one was about halfway in and just rolled out. Hill on the near post gets it over to Lim at the top. Retreats back, goes Hill on the right wing. 1:37 remaining here in the half. Hill with the left-hand dribble, now flicks it over to Lim on the right wing. Back over to Hill, holding in between the circles, now bounces around the defender, finds Cook. Back out to Pace on the right side. Goes into the near lane, near block, and he's blocked by one of the Timberwolves. Couldn't see who it was, as that was a whole crowd in there. Kuntz hands off to Strite. Goes along the baseline, steps to the near block, puts the layup off the glass and in. Red Devils lead by 3 with a minute left in the second quarter. Hand off to Hill on the left side. Now flicks it out to Lim at the top, right side, Searle. Trying to figure out where to go. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. It's Lim on the left side. 9 seconds left, 7 seconds left. Straight away 3, Hill. That one off the base iron, pulled in by Nelson. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second difference. Thomas. Hands off to Kuntz on the left side. Less than a second difference, really. Nelson on the right wing. Drives towards the elbow. Now kicks this out to Strite. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Right hand dribble. Goes towards the right side. Now back towards the center. Strite from the near block. Underhand layup, no good. Rebound by the Red Devils, and he's fouled. Brooks Searle with 2.5 seconds left. It's going to come against Bridger Hawkins. 2.5 seconds left in the half. Red Devils up by 3. It's going to be Searle to inbound it. Searle gets it over to Lim. Lim tries to find daylight. Half-court shot off the glass in the base iron. No good. And that's going to do it for the first half. Evanston leads it 23-20 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Going into the locker room. We'll be right back after this with our halftime show, brought to you by UNTI Envision on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial construction and support services since 1982. We have the crews and equipment for hydro excavation, dirt and equipment hauling, as well as produced and potable water hauling. We also offer septic tank cleaning services, portable toilets, and roll-off dumpster rentals for facility shutdowns, on location or for your next outdoor event. Call us today to discuss how we can help with your next project. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
What is Uinta BOCES #1? It's your community college to pursue your degree or certificate. It's high school equivalency. It's CPR and other workforce training. It's cooking and computer classes. It's 3D printers, vinyl cutters, and other free tools. We're many different things to many different people, meeting the education needs of the place we call home. So what is Uinta BOCES #1? That's for you to decide. Come see us today and let us help you make your educational dreams come true.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cash back for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
The picture of our eyes arrived. I want to see it. Dad, can you tell me whose eyes are whose?
Yep, your eye's the bottom green one and hers is the top green one. In addition to easily observable differences in eyes, there are also variations in how our eyes view the world. Some of this has to do with our posture. At a conference earlier this year, our staff used a new device that provided customized measurements for glasses, taking into account a person's typical stance. Check it out the next time you want glasses that are uniquely fit to you. Uinta Eye and Vision, where our vision is to improve yours.
Welcome to the Uinta Eye and Vision halftime show, where our vision is to improve yours. The Evanston Red Devils lead on the T7 Propane scoreboard 23-20. I got to be on Teton and Evanston. Watching both of these teams play yesterday, I kind of got a feeling this was going to be a close one, as Teton outscores Evanston in the first 14-13, but Evanston comes back in the second, outscoring Teton 10-6, giving us our 23-20 score at the break. Teton, I've got 4 for Luke Nelson, 5 for Isaac Thomas, 3 for Cannon Koontz, 2 for Jake Stripe, and tied for the game high, 6 for Bradley Brown. I've got 2 of 3 from the charity stripe for the Timberwolves. For the Red Devils, 4 for Riker Lind, 4 for Brooks Searle, 2 for Jay Hill, 2 for Clayton Cook, 5 for Brenner Lim, and tied for the game high, Jordan Mendez with 6. Evanston, 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. That's your first half highlights. We're going to step aside. We come back. We'll have our Red Devil Spotlight, brought to you by Aspen Cinemas. Welcome to another edition of brought to you by Aspen Cinemas. We'll hear from Evanston girls wrestler Sydney Lichty right after this. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uinta County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uinta County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Book your next event at Aspen Cinemas. Make it your own with corporate or family parties, birthdays, video game nights, or personal screenings of new movies. They're all available. With affordable pricing and easy booking, you can make your next event stand out at Aspen Cinemas. Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846. Book your event today at Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846.
Welcome to another edition of Red Devil Spotlight, brought to you by our friends at Aspen Cinemas. Joined now by our first girls wrestler on the broadcast, Miss Sydney Lichty. Sydney, talk to me real quick about last year. You were one of the ones that got to go to state. What was it like to kind of participate in, I think that was the first state tournament in the state's history. So what was it like to kind of be a participant there?
Well, it was the second state tournament, but the first state tournament was like really, really small. So this one had like 300 and some girls. I don't know, it was really cool to be able to be one of the first girls. And I was one of the only ones on the team that placed. A couple of other girls placed. It was just a really cool experience to be a part of that and like help grow the team.
What's it been like to kind of see the growth of girls wrestling in Wyoming over the last few years?
No, it's so cool. It's like doubling every single year. Our team, I think we started with like 5 girls and now we're up to 15. So it's been really, really cool to see people learn to love it, and it's just really cool sport.
What do you like the most about it?
I don't know. It's like, I like how hard it is, because then it's like, if it wasn't hard, then it wouldn't be rewarding. So good.
Talk to me about some of the other girls on the team. Talk to me about the coaches, and just kind of give us a kind of a quick look at the team in general.
Okay. The girls are really fun. They're super duper fun to be around, and the coaches, best coaches out there, honestly. They're so fun. They make practice fun, and we have so much fun together. Yeah.
So you also have played soccer in the past. You've done some other sports. What is it about kind of wrestling that kind of separates it for you, and what kind of mindset do you have to get in that's different from the other sports you play?
Probably that it's just like all up to me, that if I don't work hard in practice, I'm not going to get the results I want. But then if I work hard and then I perform well, then it's like all like up to me, I guess.
That is Sydney Lichty. She's a junior on the Evanston girls wrestling team. Sydney, thank you so much for the time. Last question for you, since this is sponsored by friends at Aspen Cinemas. What's been your favorite movie you've seen at Aspen Cinemas lately?
Probably Wicked. It was really, really good. I would recommend.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Sydney. Anything else before we wrap it up?
No, I think that's all.
Big thank you to Sydney Lichty for joining us on our Red Devil Spotlight, presented by Aspen Cinemas. Inviting you now to check out Den of Thieves 2 Pantera. Lawman Big Nick O'Brien gets embroiled in the treacherous and unpredictable world of diamond thieves as he pursues a career criminal, Donnie Wilson, all the way to Europe. That is Den of Thieves 2 Pantera, opening January 10th, but you can get your tickets now by scanning the QR code on the graphic or visiting their website at aspencinemas.com. Well, that's going to do it for our halftime show, brought to you by our friends at Uinta Eye and Vision, where our vision is to improve yours. When we come back, we will have the second half. Your score at the half, it's Evanston 23, Teton 20 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
Just like our Red Devils athletes need breaks to come back and perform at their highest level, our eyes also need breaks. Everyone knows that 20/20 is perfect vision. The 20/20 rule is a great way to help our eyes come back to perform at their highest level. Every 20 minutes, take a 20-second break from your book, phone, or computer. In addition, it helps to look at something 20 feet away and blink 20 times to help relax your focus and refresh the surface of your eyes. Keep your eyes performing well so you can continue to enjoy watching the Red Devils compete.
When you need your eyes examined, call 307-789-3937. Now blink!
Before we get started, I'm going to have to take some accountability to you folks. I accidentally, during the putting together the graphic for the Red Devil Spotlight, I accidentally misspelled Sydney's name, so I apologize for that. And to Sydney and her family, if they're watching or listening out there, are watching, apologies about that. That was just something that was a oversight on my part, and just one of those deals that happen when you get in a rush and you don't double check things. So that's a lesson to everybody. Make sure you double check your work before it goes out. So apologies there. All right, back to live action. Quarter number 3 about to get started. Red Devils lead by 3 on the T7 propane scoreboard. And it'll be Red Devil basketball. Hill inbounds to Lim. And now Evanston going right to left here at Idaho Falls High School. Mendez on the right side, flicks it over to, looks like, Lind. Now back over to Lim. Now finds Lind in the near corner. Takes one dribble, straight away Mendez. Now back to Lim, charges into the lane. Hands this one off to Clayton Cook. Has 2 Timberwolves around him and drains it. Red Devils strike first, and it's 25-20 on the T7 propane scoreboard. Teton trying to get something going for their own. Backing up, it's Bradley Brown. Now sends it over to Burke Nelson at the top. Right hand dribble, hands off to Brown. And now he'll go Luke Nelson. Underhands it back out to Isaac Thomas. And now with 7:07 and 8 seconds left on the shot clock, gets it out on the right side. 5 seconds left, 4 seconds left, 3 seconds left. Fadeaway jumper falls well short from Isaac Thomas, and the Red Devils in transition. Quick pass over to Jordan Mendez. His shot no good, but he draws the foul.
Shooting foul.
Mendez to shoot 2. It'll come against Bradley Brown, his 4th, and that puts him in foul trouble. First team foul against Teton. Mendez, who is 1 for 2 from the line, will shoot 2 more. Puts the shot up, and that's good. Red Devils extend the lead to 6. Mendez, next shot up, and that's nothing but net. Red Devils up by 7 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. And now the Timberwolves will try to respond. Hand off to Strite on the left side, gets it back out to Burke Nelson at the top. Luke Nelson now drives to the free throw line. Left side 3 from Brown. That one misses the mark. Rebound is bopped into the field. Picked up by Mendez. Dribbles around the defender. Now kicks it over to Lind. What a play! And Riker Lind finishes it off. Red Devils lead 29-20. Looking to get their first double-digit lead of the game as Strites fouled in the near wing. Comes against Brenner Lim. Second foul on the Red Devils, or on the Red Devil. First team foul though. Gets it over to Luke Nelson, and he'll put that in. And the Red Devils lead trimmed down to 7. Mendez on the right side, gets it inside to Clayton Cook. Now back out to Cook, right side, off the glass, and in. Clayton Cook with the strong move, and the Red Devils lead 31-22. Thomas at the center logo, drives towards the right side, gets it over to Strite, finds Burke, and he'll try a shot instead, hands it off to Thomas, puts up the layup with the right hand, and it's good. Red Devil basketball. Mendez goes across center line, gets over to Hill on the right wing, passes up to Lind, right side jumper from the elbow, nothing but net. Red Devils lead 33-24. Trying to get that double-digit lead. Driving in, it's Luke Nelson, and he'll draw the foul. And now Nelson will go to the free throws, or go to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Jordan Mendez with his third foul. And now here comes Brooks Searle and Riker Pace to the scorers table.
Moving to the first, checking in for Evanston, Brooks Searle and Riker Pace.
So it's Brooks Searle, Riker Pace, Brenner Lim, Jay Hill, and Riker Lynn. Luke Nelson to shoot his first of 2 free throws. First one on the way, and that one is short. So he actually made one, miss the second. Red Devils lead 33-25 on the T7 Propane board. Lim at the top, covered by Strite. Gets a screen from Pace, drives away from it as that was doubled, and a travel on Lim as he tries to pass it out to Searle. Luke Nelson with the inbound play to Thomas, who goes right back to Nelson. Evanston leads 33-25 on the T7 Propane board. 4:38 left in the third quarter. A spot in the Marine Bracket Championship on the line. Burke Nelson blocked by Riker Lind. He gets it over to Searle. Bounce pass intended for Lind, stolen by Luke Nelson. Takes it the other way, and Searle takes it back and flings it back out to Lim. Red Devils now in transition. Gets it over to Lim. Near block layup. Blocked from behind by Burke Nelson. And the Timberwolves take it the other way. Strite on the left side 3, corner, good from Bradley Brown.
Leads to a 30-second
Timeout called, and we'll take it as well. Red Devils lead getting trimmed down 33-28 on the T7 Propane board on a First Bacon Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball right after this legal ID on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
Life is better in the country. KNYN. Fort Bridger, Evanston, Woodruff. 99.1. The country you want to be in.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7 services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane for all your propane needs.
Third quarter action, Red Devils lead at 33-28 here in the third quarter with 4:06 remaining. And it looks like they're going to try to towel up a spot. Inbound play coming up for the Red Devils. Looks like Riker Pace will trigger it to Brenner Lim. Four minutes, 6 seconds left here in the third quarter as the Red Devils have for a while flirting with a double-digit lead, but Teton continues to hang around. Winner will play the winner of Bonneville and Layton Christian Academy in the championship game of the Marine bracket at Bonneville High School at 1:30 p.m. Waiting for the go-ahead after the towel timeout, I guess you can say. Evanston with 5 timeouts left. Bonneville, Teton with 3. Referee just took over wiping duties, and he is being very thorough. There must have been multiple spots that needed to be wiped up. So you've got a towel on the far wing, a towel towards the top of the circle. As we await to restart this one. Just been a fun game tonight. Red Devils with a 5-point lead. I don't think anyone's had a double-digit lead all night in this one. We're about halfway through the third quarter. That tells you just how equal these two teams are right now. And it looks like we're going to get another timeout of some sorts. We're going to go. Yeah, they're being very thorough here. We'll give it a little bit more time before we go to break, but knowing my luck, as soon as I hit the button to send us to the commercial break, then we'll be ready to play. And it looks like we are ready to play.
Vista Physical Therapy.
Here we go. Red Devils with the ball. Lind to inbound it for the Red Devils. Lim looks to be his target as he's standing back there with them. As it looks like the Timberwolves will come out in a man-to-man. Lim goes across the center line. Holding it on the left wing, gets it over to Mendez. Thought about 3, instead goes Hill on the right side. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Hill retreating back towards his own bench. Now points out the spot where he wants the player to go. It's Mendez at the top. Lim on the near wing. Gets it back out to Lind. Drives into the lane. Kicks it out. Lim, left wing 3. That one in and out. Pulled in by the Timberwolves. Thomas gets it over to Nelson on the left side. 3 minutes and 25 seconds of counting left in the third quarter. 23 seconds left in the shot clock. Nelson puts up the jumper from the far elbow, misses that one, and the Red Devils pull it in from the air. It's Mendez. Feeds Pace, and he'll put that one up. Riker Pace with his first bucket, and the Red Devils lead 35-28 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. As was trying to drive. Looked like Teton Isaac Thomas is deflected out of bounds by Mendez, as Brooks Searle will come in for Brenner Lynn. Inbound play coming up for Kuntz. He goes straight at the top, covered by Searle. Gets it over to Nelson on the right side. Burke Nelson backing up against Lind. Now kicks this one out to Thomas, and he tries for the layup, and it's blocked.
Evanston. Possession stays with Teton.
By the Red Devils. Teton keeps it. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Right side, it's Burke Nelson now. Kuntz straight away, 3, short. Rebound goes off the front of the rim and directly into the arms of Brooks Searle. Mendez across the center lines. 2 minutes, 34 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Red Devils up 35-28. Gets it over to Searle. Straight away, 3. That one off the front iron, pulled in on the bounce by Burke Nelson. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. Finds a pass to Isaac Thomas on the right side. Gets a screen from Nelson that catches Hill, but he navigates around it. Left side, 3. Luke Nelson off the front, short. Pulled in by Searle. Sends it forward to Mendez. Mendez against one man, and he's blocked by Isaac Thomas out of bounds.
Checking in for the Timberwolves, Bridger Hopkins.
Red Devil basketball. Mendez will inbound it at the far side under the Teton bucket. Mendez bounces it out to Searle on the right side, goes to Lind, quickly moves it to Pace. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Mendez on the left side. Red Devils lead 35-28. Cook looking for room at the near block, puts it off the glass, gets his own rebound back, and one! And Clayton Cook with a chance for an old school three-point play. Red Devils up 37-28. Cook puts the shot up. That one hard. Rebound by Pace. Gets it over to Cook. Now he'll kick it out to Lind. Open. Far corner 3. That one off the front iron. Rebound by Cook on the putback, and it hangs. Pulled in by Burke Nelson for the Timberwolves. Red Devils lead by 9. Strite on the left side. Now bounces it out to Thomas on the left wing, circling towards the top. 85 seconds left in the third quarter. 19 seconds left on the shot clock. And Kuntz passes it left side Strite. And that floater is way short. Rebounded by the Red Devils. Mendez gets it over to Searle on the right side, goes back to Mendez. Lind thought about a 3 straight away, but he's quickly shut down by Thomas. 1 minute, 3 seconds left here in the third quarter. 19 seconds left on the shot clock. Mendez temporarily loses the dribble, but gets it back. Gets it over to Pace. Pass inside the lane to Cook. Kicks it to Lind. Near corner 3, and that one is off of the rim. Pulled in by Teton. Strite brings it forward, passes over on the right side. Burke Nelson puts the layup up and draws the foul, and one. Riker Pace wants to know what the call is, and there's a discussion going on if this is going to be in the act of shooting or not. Teton fans signaling that it should be. And they count the basket for Burke Nelson. Burke Nelson, a tough kid. Last night against Wood River, he hit the ground hard, face first, and knocked his teeth out, as that one is off the front iron good. Talking with some of his teammates, it sounds like that situation resolved itself, as he is back on the court for the Timberwolves. Clayton Cook underneath the hoop, can't get the layup to fall. Rebound by Nelson, goes right into Riker Pace. He takes the charge, and the Red Devils becoming known for doing that all through Wyoming, and they've done it again. Right here on the instant replay, Pace does a great job getting there, get his feet planted, and takes the hits. Red Devils lead by 6. Mendez brings it forward over the line. Gets it over to Lynn. Pace goes to Searle. Drives along the baseline, puts up the layup, draws the foul, and he'll shoot 2. Searle 2 for 2 in his only other trip to the line. 15.3 seconds left in the third quarter. First shot from Searle. That one just a touch too hard.
Bradley Brown in for Teton. Jay Hill returning for
Jay Hill back into the game for Riker Pace. Searle with the shot, and that one's good. Red Devils lead 38-31, 12 seconds left. Luke Nelson at the top. 6 seconds left. Nelson drives towards the left side, kicks it out left side 3. Thomas with Mendez in his face, gets the rebound back. Brooks Searle gets the rebound back as the shot is way long, and that ends the third quarter. So 3 down, 1 to go. Red Devils lead 38-31 on the T7 Propane scoreboard on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
It's the best feeling when you've had a long drive and you see your hotel, the Come On Inn, Casper. That means your day just got better. At the Come On Inn, you have lots of options. Unwind in the hot tub, go for a swim, relax in the beautiful atrium, and sleep in total comfort. Centrally located, the Come On Inn is close to everything. In the morning, start your day with a delicious breakfast. Top it all off with an amazing, friendly staff who is always glad to see you. It doesn't get better than that. When you're in Casper, always stay at the Come On Inn.
Healthy teeth and gums affect your overall health, including the mental image you have of yourself. That's just one reason that good dental care and hygiene habits should begin at a young age. Healthy teeth mean fewer sick days from school and higher self-esteem. We all want our children to be successful. Teaching them healthy dental habits at a young age with regular cleanings and dental checks is part of the answer. Dr. McKay Frankum serves patients of all ages. Call today and schedule dental appointments for your family. Dr. McKay Frankum, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices.
Let's stop into Mountain West Business Solutions to see what Randy and the team are up to today. Randy has printed out testimonials from satisfied customers. Let's see what some of them say.
Bar none, the best customer service in the industry.
Mountain West has been perfect for our business needs.
We simply could not survive as a business without Mountain West Business Solutions.
For all your equipment, printing, and software solution needs, Mountain West Business Solutions. 866-583-9925.
Red Devils here in the fourth quarter on defense. Luke Nelson puts it up off the glass and in. That is 9 for him today. Red Devils lead by 5. Right side, Mendez. Gets it over to Lind at the top. Bounces out to Cook on the left wing. Cook over the defense, can't get it to go. Rebound is a foul against Clayton. Second foul on him and the first team foul on Evanston. Bradley Brown inbounds to Luke Nelson. He goes right back to Brown. Over the center line with the left-hand dribble covered by Riker Lind. Goes towards the right side. In the corner, and Lind causes coach to call timeout for the Timberwolves. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Your life is busy, and there are many people who count on you every day. You have to show up. At Freeway Tire, we understand you are an important person and your time is valuable. That's why we have top quality mechanics and a team of experts. Whether you are coming in for an oil change and tire rotation or more extensive service on your vehicle, we can diagnose and fix the problem quickly and correctly. We'll work hard to get you back on the road as soon as possible so you don't skip a beat in your busy life. Freeway Tire, vehicle maintenance, from oil changes to engine rebuild. 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
38-33, your score on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Evanston leads. Right now, Luke Nelson leading the Timberwolves of Teton, and Evanston has 3 players with 8 points. Riker Lind, Jordan Mendez, and Clayton Cook combining for 24. Well, here's the situation. Evanston wins. They will play in the bracket championship game against either Bonneville or Layton Christian Academy at Bonneville High School tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. If they lose, they will play at 10:30 in the third place game at Bonneville. And if that is the case, we will not have that game, as that creates a time conflict with the girls' game. And as we've talked about all weekend, last time we had a time conflict, we went with the boys. So this time we would go with the girls. Teton with the basketball on the right side. As Brown loses the game, and a jump ball caused by Jay Hill, and we're going to Evanston. Lind with the inbound play, and now Mendez brings it forward, goes across the center line, dribbles towards the right side, 6 minutes, 43 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Kicks it out to Hill, now finds Searle in the near corner, gets a screen from Lind. Searle into the net, and that one is rebounded by the Timberwolves. Burke Nelson, excuse me. Now goes to Strite, back to Luke Nelson on the left wing. 6 minutes, 24 seconds remaining here. Finds Thomas on the left wing, and a whistle. Off-ball foul, hold on Brooks Searle. First one against him, and the second one against the Red Devils. Inbound play goes left side, Bradley Brown. Gets back to Luke Nelson on the left wing. Red Devils lead by 5. Nelson with the off-balance layup. Rebound brought in by Lind. He wrestles it free, sends it forward to Mendez. Left block, off the glass, and in. Mendez with 10 points. A second straight double-digit game for him. Red Devils lead 40-33 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Pass inside the lane, looking for Strite, and he's fouled.
Foul called on Jay Hill, his second.
Comes against Jay Hill, his second foul. Third one against the Red Devils. Luke Nelson inbounds left side. Kuntz, jumper from the elbow, spins in and out. Rebound brought in by Lind. Sends this one forward to Mendez. Goes towards the right side. Red Devils up by 7. Mendez, left-hand dribble, now gets it over to Hill. Finds Searle in the near corner. Right hand gets it out to Mendez. Quick flick over to Hill. In the far side, goes to the free throw line. Thought about a jump shot, puts it up, and it's in and out. Rebound by Teton. Here comes Strite. Gets it over to Luke Nelson on the left side. Right-hand dribble, drives into the lane, puts the layup up, and foul on Clayton Cook. That'll send Nelson to the free throw line for the second time today. Comes against Riker Lind. His third foul, and the fourth one against the Red Devils with 5 minutes and 12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. First one from Nelson is good. Cuts it down to a 6-point game. Makes them 5 of 7 from the free throw line tonight. Next one is up. That one bounces off. Rebound brought in by Lind from the field. Red Devils still lead by 6. Lind gets it out to Jay Hill, who now flicks this one over to Mendez. Mendez under 5 minutes to play for the Red Devils here in the semifinal, as Hill is blocking fouled on Kuntz. First foul against Teton, and the second one against Cannon Kuntz. Inbound play coming up from Mendez. Gets it out to Searle on the left side, finds Hill, goes Lind at the center logo. Wild pass finds Cook on the right wing, back over to Mendez. He takes a step, now stops. Bounces it out to Cook on the right wing, who gets it right back to Mendez. He gets a screen from Cook, but can't dribble into it. Mendez goes towards the top, now flicks it off to Lind. Goes towards the right side. Handoff to Searle. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Left corner, Hill. Cuts into the lane. Goes for the layup, and it's blocked by Coons. Taking it the other way is Teton. Strite fouled by Jay Hill. Tried to stop, but he couldn't as Strite and Hill make contact. 5th one on Evanston, and it puts Teton in the bonus. And this could be a big story for Teton, a chance to make this a 4-point game. First one from Strite on the way, and that one is good. 5-point lead for Teton, or for Evanston. Next one from Strite. It's up, and that one's off the baseline. Rebound pulled in by Mendez. Evanston by 5 with 4 minutes and 12 seconds remaining here on the 4th quarter. Gets it over to Lind at the top. Pass finds Hill in the lane, and the ball gets ripped away from him by Strite, and a foul on Jay Hill as Strite got up, got his legs tangled with Jay. And that's the 4th one on Hill. Timeout called by Teton. We'll be right back after this. It looks like Rob Watsawa wants the full timeout. He's going to get it. We'll be right back after this on a First Income Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
We know you're on the go, and that's why having the right financial partner is so important. At Trona Valley, we're here to make banking easy for you. Whether you prefer banking online or in person, we've got you covered. Manage your money anytime, anywhere with our digital banking services. Check balances, transfer funds, or pay bills. We also offer youth loans, scholarships, and so much more. Whatever your financial needs, our knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you. Visit us online at tronavalley.com or stop by to see us. Trona Valley, member NCUA.
Red Devils and Timberwolves. Halfway through the 4th quarter, 4 minutes left, and it's a 5-point game for Evanston as Teton has outscored Evanston 5-2 here in the 4th quarter. Teton being led by Luke Nelson, who is tied for the game high with Evanston's Jordan Mendez. Strite will shoot 2 free throws. He's 1 of 2 from the line today. First one on the way, and that one is good. Makes it a 4-point game. He hits the second one, and it is a 1-possession game with 4 minutes left. And Teton in the bonus, still with 3 fouls to give as Strite hits that one. 40-37, Red Devils on the T7 Propane scoreboard. On the right side, it's Cook. Gets it back out to Lim on the right wing. Cook trying to figure out where the option is. Goes Lim out the corner. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Cook drives into the paint. Puts the layup up off the glass and in. Clayton Cook with 10 tonight. Red Devils lead at 42-37. Nelson goes into the left side of the key, puts the hook shot up. Rebound by the Red Devils. It's Lynn taking it the other way, sends it forward to Searle. Bounce between the legs of Strite, and now the ball's loose. And a foul on the ground comes against Teton. Their second one comes against Coons. Third one. Red Devils up by 5 with Jordan Mendez to inbound it at the low post. Lob passes. Oh, it's intercepted by Teton. Almost brought in by Bradley Brown, and he went up, came down, and hit his head on the hardwood. He pops right back up, but they're going to have him looked at as a precaution.
Fans, give it up for Bradley Brown.
As he put some effort into trying to intercept that one. Went up high, looked like he had it, just fell with it, and then came down hard. They're going to go look at him as the Red Devils will take over. Evanston up 42-37. Lamb goes right side. Cook bounces it out to Lim on the right wing. Jump pass deflected out by Luke Nelson. Evanston boys, they have played tough and they are tough customers, but as a observer, have to take your hats off to Teton, as we heard earlier about Bert Nelson chipping his teeth on the hardwood. He's back out here playing. And then we just saw Brown take a shot to the head. He wanted to stay on, but they took him in for precaution as Lind drives into the lane, draws the foul, and that's big because that's the third one against Teton, and it's the fourth against Kuntz, and it puts Riker Lind at the line.
For Evanston, Riker Lind.
First time today. Puts the shot up, and that one's good. Red Devils extend lead 43-37 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Puts the shot up, and Lind is good. Perfect free throw shooting when Evanston needed it. Up by 7. Right side, Coons. Covered by Searle. Jump pass finds Brown. Or Nelson, take it away by Mendez. One end to the other. Puts the layup up and in. Jordan Mendez does it again. Left side 3 attempt after the whistle is no good. But Evanston extends the lead 46-37. It comes against Brenner. The foul comes against Brenner Lim. And that'll send Jake Streit back to the free throw line. 2:24 left in the fourth quarter. First one on the way, and that one is in and out.
Back in for Evanston, Jay
Here's
Hill.
Jay Hill back onto the court with 4 fouls. He's going to have to be careful. Streit puts the shot up, and that one's left short. Rebound off the fingertips of Lind, but brought in by Mendez. Drives towards the right side, 2 minutes, 13 seconds left. Bad pass stolen away by Kuntz, but it's chased down by Lind. Gets it over to Hill on the left wing, and now Evanston back to killing some clock. 15 seconds left on the shot clock, goes to Lind at the top, finds Hill on the left wing. 2 minutes left here in the game. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Pass over to Lind, 6 seconds left, 5 seconds left, 4 seconds left, straightaway 3, Mendez, good! Jordan Mendez for the Red Devils, make it 49-37, and for the first time, the Red Devils have a double-digit lead. Gets it over to Kuntz. Now back over to Nelson at the top. Burke Nelson, shot is blocked by Lind, but they call him for the foul. That's the fourth one on him, and that'll send Burke Nelson to the line for the second time today. He's 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Chance to make this a 10-point game with 1:27 remaining. That one's good. So the score, 49-38, as Coach Rob Watsaba wants to talk things over. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNY.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7 services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane for all your propane needs.
A minute 27 left in this one. Check it out, Jordan Mendez, as the shot clock is winding down, in between the circles, deep three, and bang for our friend sitting over here running the camera for us. Wow, what a three ball by Mendez, as the Red Devils lead it by 11, excuse me. 49-38 with a minute 27 left in the fourth quarter. Burke Nelson to shoot his second free throw. He's 2 of 3 from the line today and 9 of 15 as a team for Teton. Shot is up, and that one's good. That's 5 for Nelson. Red Devils experience full court pressure, lead by 10, a minute 23. 3 fouls for Teton. They've got 1 to give. Get it over to Cook on the right side. And now it's taken away by Luke Nelson, but he makes contact. They call it a foul. And now no more fouls to give for the T-Wolves. 4th foul on Luke Nelson. And now an inbound play coming for Jay Hill. Right at the scorer's table. Gets it over to Lim. A minute 13 left in the game. Lim goes across the center line, covered by Kuntz. Kicks it out to Hill on the left wing. Back over to Lynn. Finds Mendez on the right side. A minute 5 and counting. 24 seconds left here on the shot clock. Lynn on the near wing. Covered by Street. Bounces it out to Cook. In the lane. Off the glass. Rolls around. And ding! Clayton Cook. He's got 12. On the left side, bounce pass outside, right side, 3, Nelson, good.
3-point basket by Luke Nelson.
And Luke Nelson hits his first 3-point field goal of the day.
Timeout called by the Teton Timberwolves.
And it is 51.
Regulation score is Teton Timberwolves
42. Red Devils leading it.
51.
We're going to take actually, we're going to keep it right here. 38 seconds remaining, so 3.1 second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. For Teton,
two very well coached teams.
They are 10 of 16 from the free throw line, being led by Luke Nelson. For the Red Devils, they are 8 of 11 from the free throw line, being led once again by Jordan Mendez, who had 21 points last night. He's got 15 today. 38.1 seconds left. A 3.1 second difference between the shot clock. Evanston will have the basketball underneath the Teton hoop, or underneath their own hoop. And if you're Evanston, you want to try to drain this thing as close to the end as you can. Leave Teton with very little time. Teton probably is going to be looking to foul fairly early.
Let's do it again. Timberwolves fans, make some noise. Evanston, get loud.
Lind with the inbound play. It's a pass downfield to Cook. Cook goes to the lane, puts the shot up, no good, gets his own rebound, puts it up, that's no good. Take 3 for Cook, draws the foul, and he'll shoot 2. And the Red Devils will be in the bonus for the next 30 seconds. How many rebounds did Clayton Cook have? Like 3 just in that little moment there. Cook 0 for 1 from the charity stripe today, but he's got 12 points on the day. First one on the way, and that one's good. Evanston back up by 10 with 30 seconds left. No more shot clock the rest of the game as Clayton puts that one up, and he is now 2 of 3 from the line as he hits the second one. 53-42 Red Devils. Nelson gets it over to Strite for three, no good. Rebound brought in by Cook. Sends this one out of bounds, but it's taken away by Nelson before it can go to bounds. 16 seconds left. Strite gets it over to Brown on the right side, out to Nelson. Straight away three, that one short. Rebound brought in by Burke Nelson. Straight away three, Luke Nelson, no good. Rebound by Kuntz at the buzzer. That's no good, and that's going to do it. Evanston will play for the Marine Bracket Championship tomorrow at Bonneville High School at 1:30 against either Layton Christian or Bonneville. Your final score, it's Evanston 53, Teton 42. We'll be right back after this with our postgame show on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
In the past, when you needed a crown, it took multiple appointments and a mouthful of goop to create a mold of your teeth. Those days are gone. Bear River Dental has equipment that gets your crown done in one appointment.
So this is the scanner for our same-day crowns, and as you can see, we go through, we scan it, and then we're able to design exactly what your crown's going to look like, and then we send that to the mill, and it's going to cut it out. It's going to look just like it's shown on the screen.
The same-day crown machine builds your new crown for a perfect fit. Same-day crowns are one of the many services offered at Bear River Dental in Evanston. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Whenever you're in Evanston, Wyoming, the absolute best place to stay is the Best Western Dunmar Inn, with a wonderful on-site restaurant that offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a friendly staff ready and available to handle all your needs. The Best Western Dunmar Inn is a ground-level hotel with parking right at your front door. Rooms are convenient, comfortable, clean, and offer a great value for each guest. When you're in Evanston, stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Fast, fresh, delicious. 3 words that describe your experience every time you enjoy a delicious meal with Jimmy John's. Utilizing the freshest ingredients, home-baked bread, and professional sandwich building skills, the team at Jimmy John's always delivers a mouth-watering sandwich to satisfy any hunger. Jimmy John's. Freaky fast, freaky fresh. Visit any of our locations today in Evanston, Rock Springs, Sheridan, and Gillette.
Like a boulder coming down a mountain, the Evanston Red Devils continue to roll as they get a good win over Teton, a very quality team. I must say, take my hat off to them. They were a great matchup for the Red Devils, and this was a lot of fun as Evanston takes the win 53-42. Teton outscores Evanston 14-13, but the rest of the way, the Red Devils would outscore Teton 10-6 in the second, putting Evanston up by 3 in the halftime. Then Evanston outscores them 30-22 the rest of the way. 15 in the third, 15 in the fourth, and to 11 in the third and 11 in the fourth. Red Devils take this one. Final score 53-42 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. For Teton, I've got 5 points for Burke Nelson, 7 points for Isaac Thomas, 9 points for Bradley Brown, 3 points for Cannon Kuntz, 5 points for Jake Strite, and a team-high 13 for Luke Nelson. Teton shoots 10 of 16 from the free throw line and hits 4 3-pointers. For the Evanston Red Devils, I've got 10 for Riker Lind, 5 for Brooks Searle, 2 for Jay Hill, 14 for Clayton Cook, 5 for Brenner Lim, 2 for Riker Pace, and a game-high 15 for Jordan Mendez. Evanston shoots 10 of 13 from the free throw line. That is 77%. And hit 3 from beyond the arc. That is your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have our Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game, live on mylocalradio.com, KNYN, and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7 services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane for all your propane needs.
The crew of Rocky Mountain Yeti have found themselves searching the wilderness for the elusive Yeti, traveling through the rugged terrain in one of their premium rides found at Rocky Mountain Yeti. Coming up to a clearing, the crew finally gets a glimpse of what they've been searching for, the great Yeti deal from Rocky Mountain Yeti. Visit today and see why legends are driven at 130 North 3rd Street, Evanston.
Healthy teeth and gums affect your overall health, including the mental image you have of yourself. That's just one reason that good dental care and hygiene habits should begin at a young age. Healthy teeth mean fewer sick days from school and higher self-esteem. We all want our children to be successful. Teaching them healthy dental habits at a young age with regular cleanings and dental checks is part of the answer. Dr. McKay Frankum serves patients of all ages. Call today and schedule dental appointments for your family. Dr. McKay Frankum, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices.
Time for Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Dentistry for the whole family. 307-789-8910 for your appointment today as we take you to the fourth quarter. Shot clock expiring. They get it over to Jordan Mendez deep in between the circles. Puts a three ball up as it drops through with 2 seconds left on the shot clock. And that was really kind of the first nail in this one. Mendez with that deep three ball, and the Red Devils win 53-42 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. That's your Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Dentistry for the whole family. 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll wrap things up for the night from Idaho Falls with our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts, with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Gardeners Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
All aboard the train station, the home of authentic American country, featuring modern outlaw country and southern rock. From the hard-hitting rebels to those soulful sounds, we've got the music that moves you. Tune in and stream live now at mylocalradio.com, the train station, where the real music plays.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
Time for our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. Everything's better with Pepsi. And who was better today? Well, we are going to go with Clayton Cook, as he was a monster on the boards. I don't keep track of rebounds, but I'm sure if I did, he would have had a whole bundle of them. He also has 14 points for the game. So Clayton Cook is our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. Everything's better with Pepsi. We'll wrap things up as we welcome into the broadcast booth Coach Rob Watsaba of the Evanston Red Devils. Coach, you came here, you said you guys wanted to go deep in the tournament. You get a win here in the semifinal. You guys are going to play for a bracket championship tomorrow at Bonneville High School.
Yeah, we're super excited about that.
Had a gritty win tonight. That was a really tough win. Great Teton team. And super happy for our guys to kind of sustain through some things that weren't quite going our way and find a way to get the win. So that was awesome.
I was about to mention all the wins that you've had: Star Valley, Pinedale, Bear Lake, and then last night in Idaho Falls. It kind of has been one of those ones where you guys have kind of controlled it and you guys kind of ran away with it. This was the first time you guys came out in a really battle-tested way and gritted out a win. What does that say about your guys' evolution as a team as you guys get ready for the conference season to start in under 2 weeks now?
Yeah, I would say I would hope that shows we're just getting better.
Yeah.
Through practice and through some games, we've figured some things out that we have to do and get better at, and we have been getting better at those. And you may not be able to see them, but there's some things, even just what we're saying, what we're communicating on the floor, doing, executing plays. We're getting a little bit better, and that's what we wanted to do. And getting better every day has paid off for 2 good wins over here in Idaho Falls for us.
You guys have been a good team since the beginning of the season. Your only losses are an overtime loss, a 4-point loss, and a 2-point loss. What do you feel like was the key? You mentioned all the things that people aren't necessarily seeing, like the body language, the communication on the court. Do you feel like that is kind of the key to getting you guys over the hump to where you can bring home those close, nitty-gritty games like you were saying?
Yeah, I think it is. It plays a major role in it. And then also our defense. We didn't shoot the ball particularly well today, and we struggled making some easy shots around the rim. But our defense hung on tight, and it was 45, I believe.
Okay.
I think we held them to 45,
yeah.
and that's good enough defense to win basketball games when we're not having a great offensive game. So proud of them for not letting our offense dictate our defense, and that was a big step for us to see that come true in a game.
Trying to put everything in perspective, but it's kind of hard not to get excited about playing in a semifinal. It felt like a playoff game, playoff atmosphere in here. You guys have some high hopes to go play in big playoff games at the Ford Wyoming Center, to be playing in a region championship game in Rock Springs. Having that type of environment, having that type of game, do you feel like that helps you bring those goals a little bit closer to reality?
Yeah, I think so. It's, going against some tough teams here and, just finding ways to win and putting yourself in, a bracket championship like this one is good for us to experience. And, we kind of approached it that way. I said, before the game, okay, we got ourselves to the semifinals. Now we got to get to the finals.
Yep.
Playing that as a championship type basketball, and our kids came out and we struggled a little bit here and there, but hung in together as a team well enough to get the win.
You guys will take on either Bonneville or Layton Christian tomorrow at Bonneville High School at 1:30. If you guys are able to come home with that one more victory, knowing that this is the preseason, that makes things really, really exciting for the regular season coming up. But what would it mean, I think, for the program who we got to the state tournament for the first time in quite a while last year, and now all of a sudden we're playing like one of the top teams, not just in the state, but apparently in the region, as there are some great teams here at Idaho Falls. What would it mean for the program to go out and get a win tomorrow and bring home a trophy from Idaho Falls?
Yeah, it'd definitely be exciting. And, kind of a good a bow on our preseason season.
Yeah.
And, just understand that there's still a lot of work for us to do.
Oh, yeah.
And, but, it'd be a good end to it and proud of our fight. And then just, honestly, back to work Monday.
Yeah.
Back to work on Monday. So excited, though.
As a coach, you're watching everything kind of play out in front of you the last couple of days. Are you kind of getting ideas and getting excited for that week kind of break where you guys can go back to the lab and kind of tweak those last things before you guys start the meat of your season?
Yeah, there's some things we've talked about as a team that we want to have in and have, some different series on different things, offensively, defensively, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
It gives us, a good solid week of just practice time to kind of fine-tune some things and continue getting better at, some of our weaknesses that we still have, and just grow, continue to get better. Just be a worker. Well,
you guys continue to put the work in, and the sky's the limit for this group. Coach, congratulations on a great win tonight. Best of luck tomorrow. We'll be pulling for you. That's Coach Rob Watsabaugh, head coach of the Evanston Red Devils. Coach, thank you so much again. Anything else before we wrap it up?
No, it was a good day for the Red Devils today. The girls pulled out a good win, and a good win for us too. And I know, like I always say, there's a lot going on, and I can't even mention what's going on right now because we're in the thick of it here. But good luck to all those Red Devils out there. We appreciate you guys, all of our fans. Couldn't do it without you guys and all your support. Go Red Devils.
That's going to do it for our broadcast here at the Idaho Falls High School. Thank you, Coach. You're getting your final score. It's Evanston 53, Teton 42 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. A big thank you to our producer back at the studio in downtown Evanston, Mr. Colton Bagley, our executive producer and owner, Val Cook, our sales manager, Matt Petrie, our IT manager, Mr. Nate Hines, our sales associates, Julie Burley, Sarah Pay, and Julie Nelson, and the rest of the staff at My Local Radio Sports Network. We have Voice of the Valley, Mr. Anthony Colasuno, voice of the Rich Rebels in Utah, Mr. Bradley Holmes, Rob Leifson, and Cullen Pace, voice of the sorry, my mind is blank a little bit, voice of the West Side Pirates in Idaho, Mr. Jace Andrews, and voice of the Preston Indians in Idaho, Mr. Dan Hubbard. I'm Elan Olliff saying we'll see you next time the ball flies, which will be right here on mylocalradio.com and KNYN. We will have both boys and girls games tomorrow. The girls get started at 8:15 a.m., tip-off at 9 o'clock against the Teton girls team, live from, I believe it's going to be taking place, double-checking this really fast, live from Rigby High School. And then we'll be back at Bonneville tomorrow at at 1:30 p.m. as Evanston, breaking news, they're going to take on the Bonneville Bees for the Marine Championship as Bonneville got the win 68-48 over Layton Christian. So Evanston will play Bonneville at 1:30 p.m. for the Marine Bracket Championship. We'll be on the air probably around 12:45, and the girls will take on the Teton Timberwolves live from Rigby High School at 9:30. We'll be on the air at 8:15 a.m. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night. Good night from Idaho Falls, and take care.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. No portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.